Hello and welcome to my video on advanced searches with the Chaucer Bibliography online. If you're new to the CBO, I recommend you watch my previous video which introduces the CBO. What if I want to do a more advanced search than shown in the previous video? I can combine different search terms in the guided keyword search. For instance, if I really enjoyed The Knight's Tale and its treatment of fortune, I can search for knight in Chaucer subjects and fortune, keyword anywhere, and I find 14 items. That's a manageable number. I can stack them by publication date descending, and I can actually read 14 summaries and decide which of these will be useful. And I can use the CBO in various ways to help me. Let's say I look at the first one and realize it's really just about the monk's tale. The knight appears only insofar as he speaks in the monk's tale. So I don't want that one. The second one has mostly Mallory with a few comments on 4 items by Chaucer, so that's probably not going to cover the knight's tale a lot. The third one, however, is very much about the knight's tale and about fortune. So I'm interested in that. I'm going to put a check mark so I can find it again. Then I click the next one. Chaucer and the subject of the mirror. The use of mirror metaphors. This doesn't really seem to be what I'm looking for. So I go back and my check mark is gone. The disappearing check marks is one of the quirks of the CBO, but I can overcome it. I just open items in a different tab so that it retains my check marks. So I remember that I had a check mark here. I put it back. Now I'm going to use a right click to open link in new tab. And I read this one, Love and Fortune in The Knight's Tale. This sounds useful, so I can put a check mark by this one, and I haven't lost it. I can open the next one in a new tab and see. Okay, political upheaval and the unreliability of fortune includes monk's tale and knight's interruption of it. All right, I don't want that one. So I can go through all 14 this way, and when I've done that, I don't have to just look them up one by one in my own library catalog. I can do a couple of things. I can download to print or save. And again, I want to do this in a new tab so I don't lose the check marks. So I make sure everything I checked is there. Elon Mitchell Smith is there. Robert Strutter is there. Good. I can save this screen. I can print from this screen. Everything's good. Or I can enter my email address and email, and it will just email these 2 that I've checked. There are other things I can do with a guided keyword search. I can do other combinations. I could look up 2 or 3 pilgrims if I want to see the knight and the squire. I can search for them both together. 35 entries, a little more, but a lot fewer than if I'd looked them up separately. I can exclude things from my search. For instance, if I want to look up the Knight's Tale, but I don't want to read about Theseus, for some reason, I can choose not. That narrows the entries on the Knight's Tale a little bit. More importantly, I can use combinations of subjects with keywords, as I've illustrated with Knight and Fortune, and I can use truncation for tricky keywords. Let's say I'm interested in treatment of Lollards and the parson. I need to be careful in how I craft my search. Sure, I can say parson, and if I say parsons and Lollards and Lollardy, I'll only find entries that have all 3 terms. If I say parson and Lollards or Lollardry, I'll turn up any item that has parson and Lollards or any item that has Lollardy, even if it doesn't have the parson. So I need to remember to truncate. Lollard question mark will find parson and Lollard, parson and Lollards, parson and Lollardy. So I can use that search, and again, I get a manageable 13 items from 2011 down to 1988. So the Chaucer Bibliography Online can be a very effective research tool. I hope I've helped you learn how to use it more effectively. Thanks for watching.